Hey guys,
We're here today to check out the latest, brand new video, brand new song. They have a brand new album. The Beast is back.
and it's back in black.
All right, here we go. Yannis Papadopoulos, he's back with a vengeance. I'm finally going to get a little bit of that Greek yogurt all over my face. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm
Also,
super-
that
I
sounded.
know that didn't sound good. I'll wipe it with pizza. All right, are you ready for this or not? Because
Yeah.
I cannot wait any longer. This video's been out for a couple of days. I'm super excited. Patreon poll winner of the week.
My body's been lacking some Giannis, so
That's true. That's true. If there's one thing that this pandemic hasn't given us enough of, is Giannis.
Yeah.
Or Beast in Black for that matter. So, you ready?
yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's right, I'm a monster.
to be continued. Look, was that a Goku stand?
Yeah.
It was a fucking Goku stand.
I didn't know he was taking karate.
Fuck. Okay, I'm just gonna move it up like this to make sure we don't miss any. Like, okay, we didn't miss anything. After that Lord of the Lost fiasco, I'm not taking anything for granted anymore. Let me start off by saying this. Can I start off? Next time I see Giannis, I'm gonna touch him like nobody's ever touched him before. Because that's what he asked for.
Really? Oh yeah.
In the song.
In the song. I thought he asked you personally. I'm like, he said in the song.
No, he said it in the song. But
Yeah.
I'm holding on to that, and I'm carrying it forward.
If you're listening to the song and it's just you listening to the song, then it is quite personal.
I felt like he was talking to me.
directed to you,
I read in between the lines. He didn't mention my name, but I felt like he was winking at me when he was recording this in the studio. And he's like, you know what? Dude. You know, next time I see Pedro, I hope he touches me like nobody's ever touched me before. And Giannis, you worry not. Next time I see you, I'll definitely touch you. All right, I just want to put that out there.
You will never see Giannis ever again.
I doubt it.
He will make sure that you never see him again.
Me and Giannis, we go back. We go back a long way. I'm not going to say how far back we go, but we go back. And every time we've met in person, which has been the total times of once.
And it was in Montreal.
Hey, you know what?
What a place to meet.
Exactly. We had good times. We had good times there. We definitely had some good times. We watched The Clutch.
Yeah, The Clutch.
The Clutch.
Fuck, I can't remember that.
You know, there's certain things.
I have to watch The Clutch.
I can only watch The Clutch with Giannis.
And I have to only call them The Clutch.
The Clutch. Yeah, like it's a villain.
Yeah.
Like it's a 007 villain.
Exactly.
It's a 007 villain. The Clutch. All right, so now that I got that out of the way, so Giannis, prepare yourself. You better do some yoga or whatever it is that you have to do.
Or he's doing that kung fu, so maybe
maybe he's learned some moves from Goku. He's been watching Dragon Ball Z.
He gave you that message, but he's also been learning to avoid you.
Oh, so you think he's going to come with some counter-strikes?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I'm going to do a German suplex on him. Yeah, and then I'm going to put him in the coquina clutch.
Ah, okay.
All right. I have a whole game plan. I'm not going to go to the top of the rope because I'm not a high flyer. I'm kind of too round for that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do cartwheels around the ring. Anyways, Giannis, do not worry. I will touch you like nobody's ever touched you before. It's a promise. All right. On that note, now moving on to the music video, into the song.
The music video was very cyberpunk.
Yeah, the music video, before they kissed, I could feel the sexual tension between those two.
Yeah.
Fuck,
yeah.
You could cut it. You could cut it with a butter knife.
Yeah.
Jesus, right from the beginning, I'm like, these two are going to end up hooking up.
Bootleg Keanu Reeves in that girl.
Yeah.
He was a bootleg Keanu Reeves.
He kind of had a little bit of the poor man's Keanu Reeves.
It also matched the whole cyberpunk look.
But he was dressed almost like Indiana Jones, minus the hat. So it was kind of a weird. It was a little bit of a weird combo. There was a glitch in the Matrix. There was a glitch. Yeah. There was definitely a glitch in the Matrix there. She looked appealing for a robot.
For a robot. They were all robots.
Well, not him. I think he's human.
But the ones that were going after her...
They're Terminators.
Yeah.
The beast is back in black.
Yeah,
you were right. They're back in black.
They are back in black, but I never thought they would be the bad guys.
Neither did I.
In the story.
No, having said that, I think when Giannis was lifting him by the throat, I actually think the guy was standing on top of a crate. I know Giannis. He's powerful. But his powerfulness lies in his vocal cords, not necessarily in his ability to choke slam a guy.
You don't think he could choke slam someone?
No, he's not the big show.
Listen,
he's not the Undertaker.
The Oikos helps build muscle.
That is true. But I think his power is in his voice, not in his hands.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that's where his power resides. But anyways, I thought the video was cool. I felt the sexual tension. I'm glad they kissed at the end. And I thought that, since she's a robot, why not just take him to like a shop or something? Fix the oil change, change some gears, put some shit on there. I don't know. Like, why take her somewhere and then... and let her oil out.
Yeah, but then at the end there, they zoomed into his eye, so I thought it was gonna be like to be continued, like you said.
That's what I thought.
I'm like, this is like John Wick, though. We had bootleg Keanu Reeves, and it would have been
hybrid, Keanu Reeves and Indiana Jones.
Yeah, and then it would have been perfect to be continued. He's mad because they.
That's what I thought. I thought he was gonna say to be continued on his eye.
No,
I didn't think we were gonna get fucking Goku and Vegeta and all of those guys to show up there in fucking kung fu stance, which I'm totally fine, because you know what. Kung Fu or martial arts stance, a little bit of manga. Let's just go with that. I'm totally fine, because a song like this in Japan with the video kind of had a little bit of an Akari type style, like like the what do you call those Japanese manga? Yeah, the manga cartoons kind of had a little bit of a vibe of that.
Yeah.
Didn't it have it for you?
It just had like a futuristic.
Like
Japan
post-apocalyptic.
Not post-apocalyptic. I'd say just like futuristic.
Oh, it had a little bit of a post-apocalyptic Tokyo vibe.
I wouldn't say post-apocalyptic.
Well, it's not
I
definitely.
almost said apocalyptica.
No, it's definitely not Tokyo Drift, but we got the drift of the video. That's
We
for
did.
sure. And I really enjoyed the video. Now, getting into the song, let me start off by saying this, even before we talk about the song. These guys, I didn't think you could go more 80s infused power metal. I was wrong.
Yeah, because their last album was a lot of that.
It's been increasing from the first album all the way to now.
Yeah.
And I thought they've reached the pinnacle. I thought, honestly, like they reached, like the glass is full. It's not even half full. The glass is full. We cannot go more. You know what I mean? Like we've reached the limit of our infusion as far as bringing the 80s keyboard style vibe, disco, whatever you want to call it, into our power metal. I was wrong, because this song takes everything that was done in the previous album and turns it to 11.
Yeah, and just turns the synthesizer up.
To 11. Like it's crazy, the sound on this song. Like I didn't know
But it
if
works so well. It's just such a good. It's a fun track.
Listen, I didn't know if I should headbang or if I should dance.
And I think dancing was the perfect thing to do.
I was kind of like, I was caught in between those two.
There's no headbanging in this song. There's no headbanging. Okay, it's only dancing.
I think we needed a disco ball.
I think that's that has to happen at every Beast in Black show. They have to have a disco ball, like kind of like at the Rebel, where they have the disco ball.
Oh yeah. You're right. Some stripper poles would be nice.
Stripper pole. Oh, of course, some stripper poles.
Okay, so
it's not even like a question.
The funny thing about this whole discussion about the disco stuff is that there's other bands out there that took what these guys have started and they've tried to, like, I'm not saying imitate it, but they started to kind of try to create their own. And to be honest with you, they're the originators, as far as I'm concerned.
There's no imitation.
Like the other ones, they can try, but they're always going to fall short. These guys have the ability to make heavy. The song is not super heavy, but there's some bite on it.
There's some bite on it.
There's some bite on it.
They make sure the guitars have bite.
But they're able to infuse all of that 80s synths and that sound, that disco vibe, and it doesn't take nothing away from the song. And like I said, I didn't think they could do any more, but turns out they can. This one goes all the way to 11. I love this track. Yana's voice on this song, holy fucking balls. He starts so subtle, like just like a breeze, like, you know what I mean? Like he's just ordering food on a drive-through, like at 3 a.m. He's trying not to wake up his neighbors. You know what I mean? Like really smooth, like smooth talker. And then, like he goes on full Giannis and goes all over the place. His voice is just outstanding.
He always has to pull full Giannis.
Yeah, you can't go half glass.
No half Giannis.
You have to go full Giannis. Full. Give it 110% of yourself to every single song.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about these guys. I love this band. I love Giannis. Like the only thing that I must say is that I'm surprised, because I honestly didn't think this song was going to go even more beyond what they already had done in the previous record.
This means
but it looks like they will.
That means the rest of this album you have to expect.
I'm kind of expecting. I think there's going to be songs, because this one kind of has a little bit of a ballad feel, but it's not really a ballad at the same time. So it's kind of caught like in between.
Because it's
a soft song,
but it also sounds like stuff they've done in the past. So it's not something.
It's not something out of the box for them. I think that the main thing for me
is
that I
just
took,
put up the synthesizer.
Yeah, it was a little bit stronger in this track. It had a little bit more momentum from that perspective. But the fact that this to me is a track that has a little bit of a ballad, but it's not 100% of a ballad. You know what I mean? And so it's kind of there, but it's not really there. So I'm sure the album is going to have songs that are super bombastic. They're going to start with Giannis like pulling his zipper and catching his balls on it and goes, like only he can do it. So like I'm sure there's going to be tons of that shit on the album. This is a nice song to start because it's bouncy, it's fun, it's groovy, it has that disco vibe to it, and his voice is absolutely phenomenal from beginning to the end. And normally, I'll say this as well. Normally when you have a video that has kind of like a motif, I'm trying to use big words. Kind of a motif. I sometimes get lost in the video, and I don't even pay attention to the song.
Perfect, because the video was such a good. The song was.
The video was kind of simple though, but it was catchy at the same time.
The song was a good backing track to the video, but it wasn't a backing track to the point where like it was just in your ears, but you're focused on the video. It was kind of the other way around. You were focused on the song. The video was kind of just like, just there for just a cherry on top.
Yeah, for some entertainment value.
Exactly.
I agree with you.
It brought to life all the synthesizer stuff.
Yeah, the futuristic look of the video match the sound that the song has.
Yeah.
Right? It has a little bit of Blade Runner, if you will. There's a lot of things coming into this video. I definitely see that post-apocalyptic, like manga cartoon style. Akira, which was one of my favorite ones growing up, or Ghost in the Shell. A little bit, maybe more Ghost in the Shell than Akira. A little bit of that post-apocalyptic manga vibe, Tokyo, like, in this futuristic world with robots and cyborgs and whatever. I love that. I honestly love that. It matched the song, it matched the sound, everything came perfectly together, but once again, Giannis's voice carries this song all the way through.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal. And one more shout out before we go, the guitar solo was stupendous. I love it. I love that guitar solo.
Yeah.
Over the top, extended.
But it has to be.
Has to be. When you have a song that has this kind of melody, and I felt that the guitar solo was perhaps one of the more up-tempo parts of the track, because the track has a nice movement to it, but it's not like blistering speed here. But when it got to the solo kind of picked up a little bit. It gave the song a little bit of tempo. It picked up a little bit, and I really like that. It set itself apart from what came before and then what comes after. Great opening track. By the way, we not even mentioned the name of the song. It's Moonlight Rendezvous.
Yeah.
Which, that's exactly what's going to happen when I see Giannis. It's going to be a Moonlight Rendezvous, and I'm going to touch him like nobody's ever touched him before. You can count on it.
I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there.
Why not? You can videotape it.
I'm not videotaping.
It'll make for a great video.
Yeah, that's not going on YouTube.
No, it's going to go on Pornhub.
Exactly.
All right. On that note, guys, we'll see you on the next video.
See ya.